Presented by GBD Media.
Let's get ready to rumble! Hey, what happened? What happened? Hey, what happened? Somebody call mama! What are you people? On dope?
You again?
What happened? Hey, what happened?
Yeah,
What if this is as good as
that's it. What if this is it, eh? Welcome to the show. This is Mental Case Dads. If you're watching, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for us. And if you're listening, make sure you follow us on @MentalCaseDads. That's for Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. That's for all three of them. That's @MentalCaseDads. I got the boys in the house. And, man, do we got a story for you this evening. We just had a good time. Boys, are you ready to party?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, all right. Let's get this show on the road. How you doing, Baldy?
Fuck's sakes. Yeah, literally. Might as well be bald after this. Fuck.
Well, you kind of are.
Yeah, I know. Oh, man.
It wasn't my
You
intention.
feel a little lighter?
This one is definitely not worth putting on Tinder.
You know what?
Oh, man.
You listen.
I'm gonna be so catfished. I feel bad for all the girls that like me now.
I know. I think you're
How do you
being
know
too
there are any
hard.
girls that like you?
I don't know. And if there isn't, okay. I'll go fuck myself
There you
then.
go. That's right.
You know what? I did that once to my hair. I have an egghead. Couldn't do it. You can pull it off. You're lucky. It worked out well. All things being equal.
Shit.
Yeah, but you are an egghead. Look what you did to him.
Listen, you didn't tell me they were beard clippers.
Yeah, that would have been nice to
A
fucking
three,
know.
a,
So
a three is
That
like
would
a
have been
zero.
nice to know, man.
He shaved his head.
Pretty
with,
much.
with
The-
beard clippers instead of hair clippers.
Right.
You look good though, bud.
You know what? If it feels nice to
Nothing
have...
is even on the top of your head, but you look good.
You got the COVID special.
And if for those of you who haven't seen it, we're going to post on our YouTube channel as well. We will post his haircut on the channel, so check that out. Mental Case Dads on our YouTube channel, and then you can see Riley cry.
Yeah.
I think I had more tears in my eyes.
Yeah.
Than Riley.
Oh, I was crying in laughter. It was killing me.
I like it because the camera's got a really good video of me just freaking the fuck out in that chair.
and
you can just
rightfully
see
so.
like the disturbedness on my face, if that's even a word.
The disturbedness on your face.
The disturbedness on my
Yeah,
face.
I
Is
don't.
that even
I
a
don't.
word?
I don't think that's a word.
Okay, well, I just made one.
That's okay. You can make things up.
Yeah.
People do it every day, right?
Exactly.
You know what? We should have each week the word of Riley.
Should we line the word of Riley up with? Let's do that. Let's do a word of Riley,
The word of Riley.
but we have to line it up. Whose word is? There we go. Whose word is stupider? That's what we'll call the segment. Whose word is stupider? Because stupider isn't a word.
Yeah.
We'll call whose word is
it.
stupider, and we'll put him up against Trump.
I love it.
Eh?
You're fired. You're fired.
You're fired.
You're fired.
You fired.
You're
Is it-
fired.
Riley, is he your favorite president?
Fuck no.
I kind of feel like that's the kind of way you lean.
No
We could
way.
have given him the Trump comb over.
Oh my God, that would have been great.
I would have shot somebody. I would have shot somebody.
America.
Merc. I'm going to go back to
America.
my house,
America.
get into my basement bunker, and grab my 17th shotgun out of the case, and just come and light yous up for hell ain't no reason at all. America. Fuck yeah.
Riley
was
being
good.
an American again. Hey, you see what I did with the little,
It looks great.
not too shabby, eh?
Fantastic. It's clever.
We'll see what happens. Anyway, speaking of America, again, I feel like this is something we've talked about a lot right now, but I think it needs to be said again. I actually had to write it down because I wanted to make sure I said it correctly.
No, you wrote it down so you wouldn't forget.
Forget it.
I write.
I'm going to
shit down
definitely
now, too.
say it's forget.
That's what
That
happens at
too.
our age. We got to write things down.
Yeah, that and the other, the wacky tobacco
I can
doesn't
admit it.
help. But no, I need to read it first. That probably doesn't.
Holy shit.
That probably doesn't go over well
You
when
need
you're,
to
when you're
proofread
trying.
it
I got to
and then
proofread
read
it first while we're doing this, right? And then I can go. Are we okay with that?
You do what you need to do.
Should
do
I?
You.
I don't even
You know
know if
what?
I've got some I got game show music, but that's probably not appropriate.
The Jeopardy song or some shit.
The Jeopardy song, Paul's song.
So while you proofread, Riley,
Yes.
Okay.
what's your thoughts on today's announcement that Trudeau said he was willing to allow Toronto to be an NHL hub?
I am actually shocked.
Me too. I wasn't surprised about the West Coast.
No.
I saw that. We said that's a real possibility.
Yeah, they've got it
But
figured out.
Toronto, I did not see coming.
That if anybody of any legitimacy, if anybody has any say of anything that listens to this, I would not go and play in Toronto if I were you.
Well, I
'Cause
don't.
People are not treating this the way it should have been. Yeah, there is a
said
lot
that
of
all
When did
there
that
is a lot
statement
of
come out, today?
significant.
I think so. Yeah.
There's a
Came out
lot of
today.
significant less traffic there right now, and that's very noticeable. Because I went down there myself yesterday. Because I'm like, I went and drove around for a bit with my buddies, and we just kind of cruised through downtown. We didn't really do too much walking. We just went to Wahlburgers and grabbed some food, and that was it. That was all the walking we did. So, and people were walking around like it was just a normal day in the city. Blah blah blah.
Starting to get that feeling
There's
too.
like 70 people
I
at the
think
crosswalk.
That's my fear too. But I understand. At some point, you have to move. You got to move past the fear part of it, right?
No,
you know what I
you
mean?
do, for sure.
We have to be safe.
For sure.
Which,
But can we do that being smart?
well, I hope so. We have to hope so.
I'm seeing.
Like-
Listen, I'm all for not living in fear. We,
for sure.
we want to start living our lives again. Let's face it. And you know what? We need to. But are people necessarily really being smart about it out there for the most part? Like, are they? I feel like no.
No. Percentage wise, what do you think the percentage is? I mean,
think-
I don't know, but I could
feel
assume
like-
it's probably like
If I had to eyeball it just from driving around and where,
50-50.
I think it's more the other way. I think it's more like 70 stupid, 30 smart.
That much, eh?
I feel like
That's a lot of people.
You know what?
Like-
So my job takes me around to different automotive dealers, all kinds of different manufacturers, and our directive for our company is I'm only allowed to go to one dealership a day, and I don't even spend the whole day there. And I'll be honest with you, I went to a dealership today, and you would think COVID
Nothing's
never happened.
happened. Yeah.
No. Other than the fact that at the desk there is the plexiglasses, but everyone's congregating in offices, talking, and sitting as close as we are. It's just like normal life is happening again. The social distancing has gone away. I'm noticing that. I see it out, downtown Coburg where I live. People it's starting to disappear. People are getting a little too content and comfortable with the freedom again.
I worry about the bubble. They call this bubble. I don't know how do you. Okay, when you say this 10-person bubble,
Yeah.
what does that mean? Because that's two families in my case. Like there's 5 of us here. So if I found another family, so is that just one family, or are they talking?
No, they're
Like,
talking
what-
10 people.
They mean legitimately 10 people like straight across the board. It doesn't matter who in relation they are to you. It is 10 people, and 10 people is 10 people.
Oh,
Yeah, so you can congregate 10 people together.
But this is what I don't understand. How can you only have groups of 10 throughout, let's say, the remainder of the summer? You mean to tell me that more than 10 people are allowed to go sit on a patio?
yeah, they're going to be allowed.
I understand if the patio's got to be big enough.
The patios, no.
I think they're losing
think
tables and stuff, too.
They could be more than 10 people on the patio as long as, so you could have 5 groups of 10 on the patio, as long as those tables are
far
distanced apart properly. Right? So I see patios opening now, and they'll have 6, depending on the size of the patio, of course, but 6, 7 tables, but they're spread open.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They're not side by side anymore.
And like, do you think it's even worth it for some bars to even open?
Yeah, they have no choice. They have to
Some
a
bars
little
have to
revenue,
open or they're gone.
even if it's just a break even enough to just pay the bill is better than not being able to pay the bill at all. No profit, like just enough to be able to stay above water to get through this. They have to.
Do you think there is I personally think there isn't a lot of places around here that can afford to do that. I think it, especially for a restaurant in this area, I think it's probably going to cost more for them to open than it will be for them to stay
The
closed.
federal government did announce, though, they are going to extend the CERB.
For how long?
Well, I don't know for how long, but they said they are going to extend it. They said no Canadian should fear for losing their business or their home or their rental apartment. Or
The fact of the matter is, though, it's happening. It is still happening.
Yeah.
People are losing their business. People are losing their homes. Right?
I don't know how they're going to get. I don't. How do you avoid from doing that?
But could you?
It's
Could
bound
you
to
say
happen.
could you say those people's finances were a little bit over their head though?
Listen, 100%.
Anybody that's running a business,
Like,
they're running money over their head.
fair to say?
Like 100% fair to say. Like I said, I'm in the financial services sector in the automotive industry. I see people applying for an $80,000 truck.
Yeah.
And they're in a $500,000 home and they make $60,000 a year.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, they're way over their head.
Yeah.
So, it was always one of these things where if the interest rates jumped up or all of a sudden there was a market crash or a pandemic, what's going to happen?
Yeah. What's going to happen?
They're going to sink quick.
Yeah, it's too bad.
It is. It's
unfortunate, but it's
You can't
it's
live
here
ahead nowadays. You can't live ahead nowadays.
No.
You can't live ahead. And if you do,
I think a lot of people are going to change their
What did he-
philosophy on
Did
that.
I am big, but did Riley just say he's giving free head?
no.
It sounded like that.
That's what I heard.
I said,
Huh?
good for you, the people that are ahead.
No, but seriously, I think the way people live financially after all this is going to change.
Oh, for sure.
That's nasty.
Just out of fear. People are going to change their lifestyle out of fear.
Dude, I've done that now. I've already done that, and I'm trying to break that shit. But I think my mentality now over COVID, I think life's going to change for everybody in general. So,
Yeah,
I mean, we
for
just
sure.
have to learn how to live with it now. Like, I mean, for you guys to even be in here right now is a big step for me. You know what I mean? Like, I was a frickin' mess when this thing started. I mean, I've gotten...
I was worried for the first about 3 to 5 weeks.
Now, don't get me
That was
wrong.
about
I'm still aware it's there. I know
for
it's
sure.
not gone, and I don't think it's gonna go. I think we're probably gonna live with this for probably years to come, and financially, this will be years and decades probably before we
see,
recoup
when
from
this
thing.
started-
Paying for this dearly. Millennials are fucked from this.
I didn't take it all that seriously. I just thought it was a little
like
overblown.
like most people, yeah.
Like, I thought the media was overblowing it. There was a lot of fear-mongering. And as it's progressed...
You start to realize there's more to it, right?
Oh, yeah. And the reality set in, and it's like, holy shit.
Yeah, it sucks. Mm-hmm. Yeah, when it first started, I kept saying to the wife, "Have they called it a pandemic yet?" Because they weren't calling it a pandemic, right?
No, they weren't.
And then no. I said, "Well, don't worry about it until they start calling it." I said, well, "If they call it a pandemic, then worry because then we're going to get hard."
Oh, yeah.
And sure enough, it wasn't long after. Have they originated source of the coronavirus yet? Like, do they know exactly where it's come from, or it's just speculation?
I think they know, but we do not,
So they know, we don't.
of course.
And who is they?
The government.
It's always the government.
Sector 57,
yeah.
54,
Who
whatever it
says
is.
the government did it.
It's the government.
The government.
America.
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 America knows.
America is well, they're not all dumb. Just some
That's
of them
fair.
right now.
Listen.
That's fair.
But listen, so like most people, and I was going to start the show with this, like most people, every day I go through my phone or I scroll through my phone and I look through it and you see stories. Some you like, some you don't, some you just skip through or whatever, right? Well, I'm scrolling through my phone today and it freaking hit me square in the stomach again. And the last time I felt that feeling was with the George Floyd. So it was recent. And the time before that was Kobe. So this picture that I saw today was posted somewhere here in my own freaking town. And it said, there's a war against whites. And someone has posted this to the mailbox. And now it's all over social media and stuff, right? And I'm thinking to myself, like, how, like, I don't know who did that. I don't know where that comes from. I don't know if it's coming from hate. Or it sucked.
Well, what did it say?
It said there's a war against whites.
It sounds like it was posted by a white person
who's upset about this Black Lives Matter movement. And it was actually, you know how their logo is, the Black Lives Matter, and
yeah,
it was just like that, but there's a war against whites. You'll probably notice it tonight now when you're going through your phone.
You know, here's where I stand with this whole thing. All lives matter, okay? But in all fairness, you know, we're not the ones who are stopped randomly.
No,
we're not the ones
and
being stereotyped.
That's what they're fighting for.
And for that, I stand I stand with them for that.
Yes,
but I think some people are taking it out of context, thinking this whole movement is that black lives are more important than any other lives. And that's not what they're saying.
No.
Nobody's saying that.
No one's saying
what
that.
they're saying is they want to matter as much as everybody else matters, that we all should matter equally. And I am all for that.
And I am all for it.
Absolutely, same here.
All right? I think just some people take it out of context.
You know what?
They're mad. They're angry.
Let
they're
them be
assholes. Whatever.
I thought really hard about it today. And I said, I will say on this show that Mental Case Dads will stand with the Black Lives Movement.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I will stand with the Black Lives Movement. And if you don't like it, then you can, whatever. We don't need you. That bigotry doesn't need to be.
No.
Hey, I don't understand why. Listen, I get it. And you can change. People can change because you know what? It hadn't been no more than probably about 4 years now, 4 years. And I was in an environment where very negative, whether it be work or everything. And on top of that, I had bipolar disorder, didn't know about it. So my attitude sucked. So I have used that word. And for me now, it hurts me to the core knowing that I've done that. And I've actually apologized to my kids because my kids have seen me. And it's not because it came out of hate. It was just and I hate to use it as an excuse because it's not an excuse. I had no business ever saying those kind of things, but the environment you were in at work or whatever it be, you know, you're with the guys and shit happens and things like that. Well, I apologize. I should have never done that. And that's because of my ignorance. I have never, like you said, we've never felt what they feel. I have never been pulled over because of my skin color. I have never been wrestled to the ground because of my skin color.
You know, we're both parents. You and I guarantee you, have not from a young age taught our children how to react to police, what to say and what not to say. Like, we've never had to do that. That's a reality in a lot of cases, you know, out there. And I sympathize with that because I never looked at it that way until I started hearing some parents say, it's not just me. I have to teach my kids what to do,
it comes
what
down
not
to the
do.
education.
Right. Yeah. And you know what? Listen, I think there's a lot of people like yourself who have said things or done things, you know, whether it be out of ignorance or just not knowing or whatever the case. Listen, good people do bad things. I've done bad things in my life, but I'm a good person. It doesn't make me a bad person.
No.
Good people sometimes do bad things. You know what it's called? Being human.
We're human.
Okay?
Yeah.
But the point is, being human, being a good human, means you learn and you grow and you can admit
That's
when
it.
you're wrong.
It's
and
all
and
about
you
growth
change,
right now.
and change.
And I
support
believe
it.
that is what's going on right now. Why the Black Lives Movement is so
Absolutely.
huge is
Yeah,
growth.
for sure.
I think people are listening. So that's what I was saying to my wife. Like, if anything has come from George Floyd's death, is it's brought in a lot of people together. And the people that talk about, oh well, they're now. Those people, and I love when they say that, those people are out there rioting and they're protesting right now and stuff when COVID's going on. Listen to me. It's not those people. It's white, black, Indian, Mexican, Japanese. Everybody is protesting right now. Everybody
Side
is
by
sticking
side.
together. So
Yeah.
this is a huge movement, and I think we're on the right track. So let's hope. Let's hope.
You know what I hope, though? We've seen lots of things happen in the world, big things, like with what happened with Floyd. And we see people come together, which is amazing. And then it fizzles out. I hope this sticks. I hope this had enough impact on the world that this is something going forward.
I do. I have that
people
feeling
really
that this
do
is gonna stick. Like this is gonna. They're on the right track. I do feel that way.
Yeah.
However, there is still a lot of hate in the world, and so I started looking into some of the
You know what?
some information online and stuff like that. And I don't know if you guys know this, but last week there was 2 lynchings. And if I told you the state, or if I asked you to guess what state, you'd probably pick a red one, but it wasn't. It was California.
Wow.
Two
I wouldn't have guessed that.
lynchings in California. Yeah, it was 2.
Really? That's terrible.
It's horrible.
You know what?
It's absolutely horrible. But you know what? We're either going to be part of the solution or part of the problem, and we're going to choose to be part of the solution.
You know what I've always said? And this is not my opinion. This is an actual fact. You know, this whole thing of black and white and, you know, black, like stereotypically, an African American male will be singled out and be searched for no reason far before a white person, because the stereotype is that they're responsible for most crime. Let me tell you something. The most heinous crimes, the worst crimes are committed by white males.
Christian males.
It's unbelievable. So, you know what? There's good and bad out there, and it does not discriminate on color.
Hate is hate.
Hate is hate, and it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, good people are good people, and it doesn't matter what your skin color is, or your religion, or your beliefs. You know what? We're all freaking together, and we're all in this together. We're human beings, and that's how we got to look at this shit.
Yep.
That's simple.
What do you got, brother? I know something's on the tip of your tongue there.
Speak it.
I'm just looking at my my segment. That's all. I'm doing my segment research.
Oh, your segment research?
Doing my segment research.
That's your segment research.
I've already done my speaking about the whole Black Lives Matter movement.
You're baked a little, are you?
Yeah, just a little bit too.
Yeah. Well, like I said, that being said, we'll be part of the solution and not the problem.
Yes, for sure,
right?
for sure.
So,
Yes, we will.
So Riley, you said you're okay. Let's get to it. Where we go? 1, 2, 3. Buckle my shoe. Riley said he's ready for it, or getting ready for his segment. So, if I'm correct, breaking news. It's sports history time with Riley Stevens. Make sure you get prepared to be as bored as hell. Off to you, Riley.
It's starting to become a little cringy now.
What, you want a new one?
No, I love it.
Do you want a new one?
I don't want like a new one. Spice it up a little bit.
You want me to spice it up a little bit?
Yeah. Well, anyways, on this day in 1990, Owen Nolan was selected first overall in the NHL draft by the Quebec Nordiques.
Absolutely incredible.
I mean, he's a pretty decent hockey player.
Yeah, he
I
was.
have to say Owen Nolan was pretty good.
Yep. Nothing wrong with him.
Uh-oh. I just do. Never mind.
Didn't he play for San Jose too?
He played for San
Yep.
Jose, Toronto.
Toronto.
Oh my God, I forget the. Well,
Did he
obviously
start with
played
San Jose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh shit. So in 1991, the Minnesota Twins win a team record 15th game in a row straight.
No.
What was the Toronto one? Not too long ago. Do you remember that?
12 or 13 or something like that, because they were close to a record, but then we ended up losing it, I think, in extras to somebody. Or
Oh, we didn't get it. We didn't
we
beat
didn't
it.
get it.
That
No,
was
no,
just
they didn't beat it.
wasn't that last year or the year before? I know it was recent because I
It was
actually
recent.
remembered it.
It was 18 or 9. No. Yeah, it would have been the 18 or the 19 season. It is recent. It's really recent that happened.
Mm.
Anyways, 1994, Martin Brodeur becomes the first Devil to win the Calder Trophy.
Arguably one of the best.
The best.
Arguably. Better than Patrick Waugh?
The best.
Better than Patrick Waugh?
The best.
Arguably. We could have that conversation, and I'm not going to disagree with you.
It's my Leafs bias. It's my Leafs bias.
All right.
It's my Leafs bias. That's why. Played for the Habs, and he instantly gets a little bit of a.
Okay.
He gets an automatic check mark because he played for the Leafs.
No, he never played for the Leafs. I wish he
Or-
played for the
no.
Leafs.
Because
He didn't play for the Habs.
Yeah.
Okay, I can live with that.
So, in 2002, U.S. Open men's golf, Bethpage State Park. Good old Tiger Woods wins his second Open title, 3 shots ahead of the runner-up, Phil Mickelson.
Hell no.
True story.
Wow, that's kind of nuts. In 2010, Cam Neely is named president of his former team, the Boston Bruins.
Cam, what a great hockey player. Legend.
Legend.
Old.
But again, a Bruin. Let's move on.
Yeah, I know. This 2015, the 69th NBA championship, the Golden State Warriors beat the Cleveland Cavaliers 4 games to 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a pretty...
Son of a bitch!
And then, in 2019, if anybody watches any racing, the 24-hour Le Mans Series, 2-time
Is
World
this
F1
Indy?
champion Fernando Alonso, along with Swiss driver Sebastian Buemi, and Japan's Kazuki... I can't even say that.
This is Formula One, correct?
This is
No.
24 hours, like the Le Mans 24 hours
I
race.
gotta get it.
They went back-to-back
The
titles for
one of
Toyota Gazoo
those.
Racing, yeah.
Oh, I don't watch that, but that's cool.
Fernando, that's dope, though. I didn't
Oh,
even
you
know
know-
Fernando Alonso raced.
Do they get a break at all?
They switch drivers. That's all they do.
Oh, okay, they switch drivers.
They switch drivers.
So
The
somebody's
car- the
driving
cars-
like a-
12 hours.
it's
That's
like
still
a
a
tag team
12-hour
thing.
shift.
They
Of,
go
like,
through three drivers.
hardcore-
They go
Hardcore
through
driving.
3 drivers.
Ooh.
3 drivers.
That's hard.
So what was that? 8 hours?
Still.
8 hours.
hard-
Oh,
driving.
3
hard
drivers,
racing.
yeah,
3
8
drivers.
hours.
Still
That's
of
still
hard-
a
of
lot,
hard racing,
man.
yeah.
They must be hooked up to a catheter and shit too, right?
Of course. I'm not stopping for a pee break.
Like-
No, like winning the 24-hour Le Mans is like that's like one of Europe's like greatest accomplishments.
yeah, what if you get the
sport
diarrheas?
of whatever?
Have you had those car rides where you're trying to get home? Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna make it, hun. Ooh. I get, yeah.
I've had a couple of those.
I get those all the time.
I've
Oh, Riley, you wanted me to say you look like somebody.
you.
Riley wanted me to. I got the button, man. I got the button. Might as well use it. Yeah.
I'm just a kid who's bored each day.
He does now.
I like exploring. I'm Caillou.
Come on, Riley. Hands in the air like, your mama don't care.
Oh, my mom's gonna give a shit. I'm gonna go
Yes,
home.
she will.
I'm gonna go home and she's gonna.
Riley, it's the price,
I'm sorry,
price
Mom.
you pay for show business, buddy.
Sorry, Mom.
She's gonna disown you, man.
I hope not. I don't think she will. I should understand why I did it.
I think you look cute.
I did it for the fans. That's what I'll say. Mom, I did it for the fans.
What
Did it for the
more
did it for the
importantly,
ladies.
it's not what Mom's gonna say. What's Maddie gonna say?
Well, it sounds like Maddie's not gonna say anything. Keeps pushing the date back.
I'm getting a bad feel about
I know,
that.
so am I. You know what? It's whatever.
No, it's
whatever.
I know.
It's whatever.
No. Okay. Well,
Well, at least you have that
Are you
attitude
still
anyway.
prospecting, or have you put all your eggs in the Maddie basket?
I'm still prospecting.
Well, you
Okay.
should be.
The draft lottery's looking pretty good right now.
Okay. It was until the haircut.
Oh, God.
It's gonna be one of those things where it's
Riley,
like, you don't
Can
look
you
like your picture.
Can you listen? You got to do it for the page, but you got to send me a picture of your Tinder profile picture
You have all the content you need from me.
with that haircut posted.
no.
You have to.
This is not getting uploaded.
Just like a dirty mugshot.
No, this is not getting uploaded.
You look beautiful, man.
I think it looks sharp, man.
Yeah, I think you look okay.
Crisp.
Guess what I'm doing, guys? I'm going camping. I didn't think it was going to happen this year, but
Nice.
yeah.
When? Where?
I think
the
we're
deal?
going away July the 3rd
Nice.
till I don't know, and then there's one in August, and then I'm going away for like 2-3 weeks in September. But
Sweet.
the ones in September, and I'm just going to Darlington and stuff too.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I think most of them are pretty well in Darlington, so I can be back here too, right?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yep. So I'm looking forward to that. I think we got 3 or 4 weeks booked.
Nice.
You guys plan on doing it? I know you've been talking about going camping, Riley.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you and the boys doing that or what?
I want to. I want to do some camping. I want to rent a cottage as well because that's all of a sudden been able to be allowed again. So, I mean, if I keep to my little clique of 10 buddies, I don't see a problem with going away
No,
to a
absolutely
cottage.
not. 10 buddies with 10 chicks. Is that what you're talking about?
Like,
So now we're up to 20.
that's ideal. That's ideal. Or so, okay, so I'll
We're
just
up-
be
we're
5
up
buddies.
to 20. What's that?
Then I'll just go 5 buddies then.
Five buddies? Just you and 5 buddies.
Me
That's
and
kind of.
me and 5 buddies and
Hey man, if that's
yeah.
how you roll, dude, we support you, bud.
Wow.
We're here for you, man.
You're
Is this?
taking this
I think
wrong.
Riley's
I
coming
don't
up.
judge. I'm
Nope.
not
No,
judging.
We're here to support you, man.
I was about to say, wow.
We'll do an entire episode just for you.
Wow, that's cool. You know, the Steelers fan this way isn't on.
You know what? I had a someone come to me a couple of weeks ago and had come out to me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which I was very supportive, and I told them that I loved them, and I was happy for them.
Nice.
I said, now you can
Good for them.
now you can move on with your
That
life,
takes a
because
lot,
I know
man.
this person had
That
a
takes a
lot of anxiety,
Oh, yeah.
and so hopefully that'll help, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
it-
yeah, and
it
people
genuinely takes a lot.
people don't understand, like, holding that stuff in and not being able to tell your, especially your family. You can't tell your family. That sucks. That's
That's
hurt.
got to be terrible.
But you know what? Hopefully, more and more people are growing and learning, and we're going to try and help do the same thing. So
Well, whatever we can do.
that's it. Riley, you got any more stories? The sports stories.
No, I'm good.
You got nothing, eh?
We got nothing. No, it was a pretty boring day, June 16th.
Other than the fact you got a beautiful haircut.
Other than the fact that I have a,
Beautiful.
whatever we want to call this.
You look marvelous, darling.
Guys, you know we got the Toronto 6.
We have the Toronto 6. Yes, we do.
Okay, so let's do a little challenge this week for the 3 of us.
If the Toronto what?
We have to at least contact 2 of them to try and get them on the show. I've been doing it every week.
The Toronto 6.
Oh, is that the...
Yep, the new WNHL.
Yeah, the
WHL?
women's hockey. Yeah.
I heard that league's a little corrupt. I'm serious. I'm
Really?
I'm
How
not
so?
fucking around. I don't know. I was reading shit on Twitter from like
From like
blue check marky people.
blue check. I love
So-
that. What do you got to do to get a blue check marky?
I have no idea.
Does that mean you're like legit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's just it's like your verified
Credible?
account.
Yeah.
Your verified, creditable account.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't know that.
yeah. Apparently, it's a little whack.
So that's another
So, man.
plug right there. So make sure you like and subscribe, and then eventually on our Twitter account we'll get a little blue check marky thing.
A little blue check marky.
And that's what we'll call it, blue check marky.
That's all we're looking for is a
All we
little
want
blue
is-
check marky.
We'll have a blue check marky day.
So if you can do a little red check marky right now, we're good.
There we go.
We're aiming for the blue check marky.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Yes, that is right.
Boys, boys, boys. So did you hear what they're doing in Quebec?
Hopefully splitting up.
What now?
They want to separate. They've always wanted to separate.
Hopefully splitting up.
So their big idea, because they've opened up, like I think they're like past phase 3. Like it's just like the hell with it.
they're living their
I'm
lives.
pretty sure kids are back to school. Like it's
Oh, yeah.
it's everyday normal chaos over there. So they're actually going to even drop their social distancing from 2 meters to 1.5 meters.
Wow.
So do you want to know why?
Oh, here. Where's that? Holy shit.
Oh yeah, that's a good holy shit one. I don't even. Here it is.
Holy shit.
Good call, Riley.
Big half a meter.
So
Like,
Yeah,
why?
so a
fuck
big
is that
half a
gonna
meter.
be?
Why?
So, because children can't social distance because they don't understand it. That's one excuse. And the other one is, which I don't really mind.
Use a leash.
It's easier for the cinemas to open up.
Oh God.
You're kidding.
Hey, you know the drive-in
Yeah.
in Port Hope opened up.
I heard that.
Fucking right.
That's okay, though.
This
That's
is
fine.
like,
5 minutes
this is
from
the-
home.
this
I'll
is-
do that. Obviously, they're not opening the concession stand or anything like that. You
No,
bring your
you
own
can bring
stuff.
your own
and-
food in. Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm gonna
And
have to
also-
do that.
This is going to be the comeback for drive-ins, man.
I
Oh,
love
big
it.
time.
But there aren't many.
Yeah.
One of them happened to be 5 minutes from my house, so
That's awesome.
It's mint.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we go all the time.
So you and
It's great.
Sabrina will be watching lots of movies in.
Oh,
drive through.
We went like 4 or 5 times last year. It's
Now, are you
fantastic.
guys
Take
still
Oakley.
early enough that you are you watching the movie? Or are you guys
Yeah, we're watching.
making
It.
out?
No, we're watching. The
Yeah.
movie.
Well, I'm too old for that shit now. Anyway.
And honestly, if I try and do that shit in my car, I'm going to throw my back out or something. It's going to be ugly.
Why do you think I got the super crew?
It's going to be. It's going to be. It's going to be.
Riley over there, friggin' yes,
So-
full of piss and vinegar.
One of the restrictions they have, like
What movie?
you know, you go to the drive-in, you see all the pickup trucks, you know, the beds down, and
Yeah.
they're all like, you can't do that anymore. You have
Oh,
to
you
be.
can't- you gotta
have
be
to
in
be
the car?
in the car. So convertibles,
Oh,
tops
that
up.
kind of sucks.
Like we go with the Jeep.
I mean, it's cool
and
that
stuff,
they're
but-
opening it up, but
No.
Yeah,
I
you
like.
gotta be in the
I
car.
would love to sit in the back of the pan of my truck.
But I
Right.
don't understand that because at the end of the day, even if
still
you're
in my
sitting
car.
you're in the flatbed.
You know what? They're
you're-
probably not gonna stop me.
You're more than 6 feet away from like.
That's ridiculous.
I don't understand that, but it is what it is.
Boys, you watched the last video from the last show.
Yep,
The lips much better.
lip looks great.
Great. Well, I was out here. I was telling Riley
What was that, Sunday?
whenever that was.
Yeah,
but
Sunday.
Sunday?
Yeah, because that's when Dustin and I got back from Ottawa. Was it not?
I don't know. But anyway, I was
Holy
telling
shit.
Riley. I was telling Riley the story of what had happened. So I had started editing after you guys had left after the show.
Yep.
Like I normally do, and I usually call it an all-nighter. Well, I don't want it to be an all-nighter, but it usually always turns out no matter what. Well, I've been getting better at working the soundboard and doing the editing and clipping everything together. I've been doing a lot better.
Yeah.
So the one episode that we had our lips that were completely way off, or our
way
good
off.
one, I don't even know what happened there. I had that perfect, but this last one that I did really good on, I literally pulled an all-nighter, but I was here and it was 1:30 because Melanie came in here and we were talking for a little bit, and I was done the last clip and had everything lined up, the voice, and when you turn both tracks on, because you can turn both of the tracks on, and then you can hear the sound from that camera and then the sound from the system, and when it blends up, you know it's perfect, right? So then I just mute that. Well, I get the last track done. I'm ready to add the titles and everything, and I don't know what I hit. I lost everything. Everything. And it was perfect. I was almost, like I sat here for about 3 minutes, and I took my headphones off, and I put them down, because I swear to God, if that was 3 years ago, I probably would have smashed this machine or broken I guarantee it. It was devastating, but I went back to work, and I think I got it uploaded. I think my neighbor next door, Michael, he goes, I think I saw it get uploaded. I think it was like 4:30 or something, 4:30 in the morning. But I couldn't believe it. Fuck. I could have been done by like before 2:00 even hit. I was so upset. But you know what? I'm getting better at it, and hopefully that new little cord that we get with that'll be even easier. But
Awesome.
so we're doing good. Oh, Riley, yes, I see something here. We were supposed to talk about you. You were on. Oh, did we already talk? We talked about you being on the pod. You did well there with the watermelon.
Oh, no, that wasn't a podcast. It was just a YouTube video. Yeah, I did a YouTube video, which just guys being dudes there on Sunday.
Yeah, did we talked about it at the beginning of the show there?
Yeah.
We did
Did
talk about that, right?
Did we?
No, we talked about
No,
it
we
when
didn't.
we were giving him a haircut.
haircut. Tell us what you did.
Okay, so I paired up with Just Guys Being Dudes there with Quinn and Dustin, and we wanted to do that watermelon challenge that everyone's doing. You put the elastic bands around like the middle of the watermelon, and you try and see how many it takes to get it to blow up or something. I don't know. I just kind of was like, oh, do you want to join? I was like, yeah, sure, what the hell? Talking with my hands, too. So we ended up not having enough elastics. That's partially Quinn's fault, obviously.
Denied.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. I had to throw you under the bus there. But, yeah, so we ended up just playing like hot potato with it for a bit, throwing it around.
I could have told you guys that.
And then we threw it up in the air. Quinn threw it up in the air the first time. Dustin tried to catch it for some reason. I don't know. And it kind of like
bounced off his gut.
He dropped it, but it like broke it a little bit. So I ran over, picked it up, and I just got all my weight under it, and I just hucked it right in the air. And it went right up in the air and then hit the ground. And then when it hit the ground, all the elastics spun together and made just one big massive elastic ball.
Oh, shit.
And then the watermelon was just gone, disintegrated.
Oh, so it did blow up.
Oh, yeah, it blew up.
Oh,
But
see,
we
I
had to
seen
actually
one
throw
online
it.
where
We
it actually
had
just
to throw
separated
it.
and it popped. Like it kind of popped from each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Well, that's
but
cool.
It actually blew
Yeah.
up, but like we had to throw it in the air and actually
Yeah.
put some.
So
impact
they
to
didn't
it.
get the elastics to do it
No.
because they didn't have enough.
Exactly. Unfortunately, like
Peckerheads.
yeah,
That was just guys being dudes, right?
yeah, that was at Just Guys Being Dudes.
Little peckerheads. Did you guys see that storm in Calgary?
No,
You didn't hear about the storm in Calgary?
no.
Mm-mm.
Oh my God! So they just got hit hard with like a hailstorm.
Oh, shit.
And they're talking like baseballs. They were saying
Really?
sidings of buildings and homes are gone.
Well, when I was out there for work like years ago, that's what I noticed. Like, there's not a lot of brick homes out there. Like, seriously, guys, there is not a lot of brick homes out there.
Why?
Which is
'Cause they have to-
surprising
I don't
for
know
the
why.
weather
I don't
they
know.
get.
If they have shitty weather, why wouldn't you? Money, but
It
isn't
costs a
like
lot of money out there for some reason.
bricks cost money everywhere.
Bricks.
Bricks, America. bricks from America.
Bricks.
America.
Bricks.
He's such a shithead.
The fuck? Why is it so funny?
What do we got? What do we got on the go, boys? We got Steve Watkins, Constable Steve Watkins, coming in on the show on Friday.
Awesome.
I've been talking to him, and he's looking forward to it. I think I put up a little picture today on the site, did I not?
That's what I think I saw. I saw
Picture. Little shithead wouldn't give me a picture of his face. I said, I want a beautiful picture of your face. And I got back shots, so I don't know if that's maybe he misses me and that's a hint or something. We love you,
Subtle.
Steve, and we're looking forward to having him on the show.
Absolutely. It's going to be a great show.
And Ian, what's funny, guys, after the last show, just so you are aware, Ian had phoned us 30 seconds after we had.
Legitimately. 30
Yes, it was like
seconds.
30 seconds after we had
Just
hit
stood up.
the stop thing, and he was so apologetic. He kept saying sorry. So he's coming on. Which date did we book him for? The 26th.
the week after. Yeah, the following Friday.
So Ian is coming back on the 26th, and we're looking forward to that. Guys, you got any plugs?
After today, Riley's going to need a few.
Yeah,
Riley's going to need
Oh
a
my
haircut,
God.
a salon, go to a salon or something. Well, boys, it was fun.
It was fun. Riley, thanks for being a great sport, buddy.
This
you know
has
what? This
been
is,
a great Monday show. So
Monday on a Tuesday.
Monday on a Tuesday.
Monday on a Tuesday.
Oh, yes. You know what? Remind me the next show to talk about why Princess couldn't be here
Princess.
on Monday.
Yes.
So we'll talk about that. So we'll have to bring that up. I'll write that down now. Listen, if you're watching, please hit that like and subscribe button. It's going to help us out greatly. If you're listening, at Mental Case Dads for Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. That's all three of them. That's it,
all
right,
three
boys?
of them.
You got it.
Did I get that one right?
Yeah,
You got
no,
it.
All right. Cheers. Let's do this.
All right.